Hello, assalamualaikum everyone. So today we are here to do an exciting sharing session on accelerate your digital marketing journey. I have with me here Zil and Mushida, who will be also chiming in their expertise in mindset, as well as some additional strategies on personal branding. Okay, so if you are all here today, thank you so much for making your journey here. And there is the chat function right below or comments. You feel free to ask any questions at any period of time, and we will be able to see all of that on our back end over here. So I would like to first of all welcome Zil and Mushida to just say one or two words to all of you here today. So Zil and Mushida, over to you.
Yeah, okay. I'd like to say thank you very much, Huda, for inviting us to do some sharing. I'm very grateful. It's been a journey since the lockdown, right? We have been through a lot and we actually have accelerated our journey into digital marketing. That's why we feel that this is the right time to share with people this very crucial skill. Yeah. Shida?
And from someone who is a non-techie person like myself, and somebody who has no idea of digital marketing and not really into the space of online, the last couple of years since COVID, I have learned so much, and I have enjoyed. I actually found it very joyful with this online space, and also the kind of clients that I have been attracting online, and the beautiful people and cultures and mindsets that we get to serve as well, and accelerate our clients' businesses and incomes since we got online as well. So we're very excited to invite all of you here on this journey on using digital marketing as part of your business journey as well.
Yes.
So thank you so much. And this session is going to take about 1 hour. So just chill, relax, take notes, because this is where you're going to learn a lot of things about accelerating your digital marketing journey. So with that, let me get started to share my screen. I'm going to add it into the space right now. Okay. Zil and Mushida, I'll pull you off stage for now, yeah? Okay, great. So let's get started with today's sharing session, which is accelerating your digital marketing journey. Today, we will be covering the social media landscape in the world. We're also going to take a look at how we can identify business potential for yourself as a business owner and some 5 quick steps that you can do right away. So if this is the very first time that you are here with me, hi and assalamualaikum. My name is Huda. I am the founder of Fempreneur Secrets, where I coach women to turn their expertise into profitable businesses online. I've also run a video and live streaming service and production house here in Singapore called Blissful Studios. And we have served Fortune 500 companies as our clients like Hitachi Asia, Prudential, and UOB Bank. I've also been featured on notable media like you can see here on the screen. And this goes to show that digital marketing is the way for you to go moving forward into your business. And online visibility is just at the tip of your fingertips. All you have to do right now is just pay close attention to what we have to share today and take all as much knowledge as you can from here and maybe just quickly apply it into your business. Right? To start this topic with this quote by Sean Gardner: social media is not just an activity, it is an investment of valuable time and resources. So this quote alone shares and shows to you how important having social media presence is, because it is not just merely pushing content out, it is an investment of valuable time and resources. Your time is valuable and so is your potential clients. So you want to present yourself in front of them and share with them exactly what are the value add, what are the amazing skills that you have to help them get where they should be, maybe 5 years or even 5 months down the road. So what exactly is social media? Now, social media is an internet-based form of communication, and users can have conversations, share information, and create web content. So just by this definition alone, what you get to see here is that you need I would say 3 things in order for you to see social media marketing as a success. You need users, you need to have conversations, and you need to share information. So all these 3 things needs to work hand in hand in order for you to have the optimal outcome for your social media marketing needs. So when we take a look at the definition of social media marketing, on the other hand, we see that this is widely spread out because more and more companies realize the potential of it. You will now see that if on Instagram or even on Facebook, or now even on TikTok, there are many small businesses that are establishing themselves on the platforms. And why does this happen? It happens merely because there's this deep understanding that your audience are hanging out on those social media platforms. So part of social media marketing is understanding where your ideal clients are and what they are doing on those platforms. And finally, how can you value add and how can you better support them in the challenges that they are going through, in the problems that they are looking solutions for. It is also a great way for you to track and analyze any form of data that you can collect from the social media platforms itself, which makes this a perfect avenue of marketing for your stakeholders. When you have investors or when you have business partners or even people who are contributing to your cause or to your organization, you would want to use those data and analysis of the things that you can track on social media to show to them what you have done well. And that's a really good thing when it comes to social media marketing, because if you compare this to traditional marketing, it is very different. It's like worlds apart. Think about displaying an advertisement on TV, for example. Now it's going to cost you thousands of dollars for you to have just a 15 seconds ad spot on the TV space. Not only is it costly, how can you track or determine that 1 million people have seen your advertisement? Almost impossible for you to track without the ability for you to put in devices or monitors at the homes of the audiences. So that's something that you will see in traditional marketing. But in social media marketing, you get to quickly track how many views have you gotten from your videos, how many likes have you received from the content that you share on Instagram, for example, or maybe even how many people have shared your content. So that's what makes social media marketing very attractive to a lot of business owners in today's day and age. Now, there are multiple social media techniques available out there, and all of these techniques tend to target social media networks. So, networks here refers to the social media platforms that we are familiar with, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and the whole nine yards. So, you've got so many different social media out there. The key to choosing the right social media platform is understanding that every single social media has its own culture. So, one technique that you can apply immediately today is to subsume yourself into the role of being a community member of that social media platform. Try to understand the culture in that social media platform. And that's when you are going to realize that there are a lot of ways in which you can improve your way of engaging with your audience. So, Instagram is a good example where it is a very jovial, very bubbly community of creators, content creators, in fact. So, if you want to be sharing your content on Instagram, you have to make sure that you understand the culture of the community. Things like, what do you do when someone comments onto your post? What can you say when you want them to share the content over to their own social media profiles? So understand the culture, subsume yourself into the role of being a community member, and you will get to experience this. Repeat this process for whatever social media platforms that you are intending to use. That's one of the social media techniques that you can apply right today. So, as a company, you can apply multiple strategies to market your company or even any brands that you have. The key here is to focus on the objective of each campaign in favor of your company's offers, the goals, the mission, the vision, and align them with your organizational values. So, doesn't matter what social media platform it is, you have to align everything back to your company and organizational values. So, for example, if your organizational value is to educate and educate in a manner where it is professional, okay, so maybe you are teaching or educating corporate level, then maybe TikTok might not be a suitable platform for you, and LinkedIn might be the best platform for you in this case. So you have to understand whatever platform that you choose, it needs to align back to your goals, your objectives, mission, vision, values of the organization. And of course, when we talk about marketing on social media, it's also important for you to produce content. So the goal of being on social media is to get as many people knowing about your brand as possible. And to do that, you need to produce content, because without content, your social media account will be empty. Okay, so it will be empty. You're not going to have anything on the social media platform itself on your account. So when it's empty, that immediate level of trust goes down, and you don't want that happening for your organization, right? So the goal is always to produce content that users will share, and then increase brand exposure as much as you can to broaden customer reach. Okay, so you want to reach as many people as possible. Now, here I want to share with you this framework called the ABCs of social media marketing. If you want to take away anything, take away this, because it's very simple and easy to remember. Now, A starts with awareness. Your job as a marketer, as a business owner, is to get people interested about your brand. Right now, at wherever you are, people don't know that you exist, or you could use more people knowing that you exist, right? So that's the level of awareness that we want to improve in the long run. Okay, so we want to get people interested in the things that we do. Whenever we do any kind of social media content or even any marketing related contents, we want to make sure that it is aligned with this one main objective, which is to create brand awareness. Okay, and then the second one is B, which is brand loyalty. Now, brand loyalty is actually at the end of the buyer's journey. It's not at the beginning, it's at the end. Because this brand loyalty is where you will get your customers convinced that you are what you say you are, that your value in the organization is exactly what people perceive, and you've developed some sort of like a personal brand in this regard. Okay, and this personal brand is also quite interesting, because I believe that Zil and Mushida have mentioned this a couple of times in their own program. Maybe if they are available right now, I would want to chime them in to share a little bit about their perspective on personal branding before I carry on. So let's add them to the stream now.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Okay, personal branding is very unique to you. So when you are having your own personal brand and it's showcased in your social media and it's very consistent, that is what people will remember you as. So that's where personal branding is really important. You know, so when we work with our clients on personal branding, is to be consistent and as authentic as possible of their brand image, that is aligned also with their message, their appearance, their values that's shared online. The even if it's a social sharing or postings, it is actually related back to their business and what they stand for.
Yeah, yeah. The most important thing is just make sure that what we are doing, we are authentic, and we are living the I would call it a clean life, where we are have good values and principles. Because now in the social media age, right, people can just Google us, write our name down. If we do something bad, it will actually tarnish our image. You know, and so many people who are seeming very good people, because they do something online that is very controversial, and then it spoils the whole brand for maybe not for days, but even for many years. So that's why we must make sure that we are very authentic, both offline and online, and we are true to ourselves. We are value based. We are principle based people. Then people will say, "Oh, this type of people that I want to work with," and that's why we use love and respect, because it's a very powerful energy. It's a very powerful principle that people can relate to. Until now, people can remember our brand. So that's very important. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zila and Mushida. All right, so let me carry on with the next one, which is the letter C on community. Let me just bring them down first to the stage. Okay. All right, great. So the next one, which is C, is community. And this is where you would want to get your audience, your raving fans or super fans, to get super engaged with the content that you produce. So imagine this, okay, my friends, when you will put something up on your social media, and let's say you have a promotion, and that promotion is, say, a $100 savings for a purchase of $1,000. So it's sort of like a 10% deal. And the moment you place it, people, your customers, your community, they are rushing to purchase your products or your services. Isn't that the dream? And that can be achieved because you have a community that is engaged. Now, having a community that is not engaged is not going to help do you any good, okay? So you need community that is engaged. And as a marketer or even as a business owner, your responsibility is to maintain that engagement level. It's not easy, and of course, it is not like a walk in the park. It is definitely filled with its own set of challenges, but those kind of challenges are more than possible for you to overcome because you have access to the internet and you have the ability for you to reach out to all of these audiences in your community. So those three are the ABCs of social media marketing that you should remember by the end of today. Okay, now moving on to the next segment, we have this chart here, which does a direct comparison between traditional marketing as well as social media marketing. Now, earlier, I gave you an example of TV advertisement spots. Now, that one is a traditional marketing spot. And one of the things I mentioned is that it's very expensive, right? Yes. So it's really costly. And that also affects the level of convenience that you can gain from utilizing the service for your marketing needs. So, social media marketing or digital marketing is very convenient because everything that you want to set up for your own social media needs is easy and it is accessible at the tip of your fingertips. Basically, just with a few clicks of the buttons, and you are done, already set up everything. And if you do take a look at the measurement side, where I did mention about how important it is for you to track and analyze the data that you collect, social media allows you the ability for you to track any kind of metrics that you want to measure, any kind of data that you would like to track to see the performance. But for traditional marketing, it's a little bit more challenging. I gave you the example of the TV ad spot. Like, how can you determine 1 million people have watched your ad? Very challenging for you to determine that, right? And of course, revision. Now, revision is one of the things that makes digital marketing and social media marketing very attractive, because if you're going to reach out to your ideal customers and you made a typo error, for example, or you gave a broken link, and it's a quick fix. It's just a quick edit of a button, and you're going to be able to adjust all those things that you have made a typo error on. But if we do an advertisement on newspapers, for example, and you made a typo error, too bad. That's going to be printed and that's going to be in there for a very long time. Okay, so that's also one of the reasons behind why people are definitely moving and steering away from traditional marketing to social media marketing. And finally, engagement. Now, engagement is the one thing that really sets traditional marketing and social media marketing apart. They are worlds apart. Because traditional marketing has this very authoritative one-way communication approach where I tell you this is it, you take it. And whether you like it or not, is it. Okay, so if there is a promotion going on newspaper advertisement, and it says you have to 10% off, you have to come to this shop in order for you to claim it, that's it. That's what it is. You can ask questions, you can find out if the particular item you're interested in is available in stock. You can do all those things. But social media allows you to do that, where you get to communicate, where you get to ask questions, you get to build relationships, or even get support to want to reach out to your potential these vendors that you want to support. So if, let's say, you want to go to the shop, you want to, and you just realize the advertisement doesn't have the location of the shop. So in traditional marketing, too bad, you couldn't do anything about it. But if it's in social media marketing, you can reply and ask, can I have the address of your store? Is this somewhere that I can actually go to park my car? So those kind of questions is possible. And that's engagement through a two-way communication approach that social media marketing can deliver for you. Now let's talk about numbers. Okay, I want to give you and impress upon you the kind of skills that you would need in social media marketing is analyzing data, and this is one of the data that I'm going to present to you today. Now, if you take a look at this latest statistics, there are 4.62 billion active social media users, 58.4% across the total population of the world. 58.4%, my friends. It means that more than half of the world's population is already connected through social media, and that's potential for you as a business owner too. So looking at this information alone, you should already be impressed by this and know that social media is going to give you that ability to reach out to larger masses of audiences for your products or your services. And if you take a look at digital growth, year-on-year growth, we see a 424 million growth of new active social media users. 424 million is a lot, okay? It's 10% improvement as compared to the last year. So 424 million new users are utilizing social media. So that's a huge potential of growth in the years to come for you to take a look at. Now, the world's favorite social media platform starts with WhatsApp, followed by Instagram, Facebook, WeChat, Douyin, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook Messenger, Telegram. So just on this list alone, you will see that the ones that we commonly use here in Southeast Asia, we see WhatsApp as the top. Okay, that is really, really true. In this part of the world, WhatsApp is a very important social media tool. And then we see Instagram at the second. And that's why I kept on talking about Instagram. It is a very important platform for you to have. And now that Reels is accessible to so many accounts across the world, it gives you that opportunity to increase engagement. I've read so many success stories of people who have, created content just by using Reels on Instagram and seen so much growth not only on their account but also on their business. So this is really a great way for you to just move forward. Okay, so I do think there is a question coming out or there's some comments coming out. So thank you so much for dropping the comments. If there are any questions, I'll address those questions at the end, yeah? So let me just carry on with the next portion of these things. Now, I'm just basing it and contextualizing it into the local context where I am. So I'm based in Singapore, and these 5 platforms are the most used social media platforms in Singapore, starting with WhatsApp, followed by Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and then TikTok. Now, just a disclaimer for all of you who are wondering, where's YouTube in this, right? So for some reason, YouTube was omitted from this list in Singapore's, the study that they did for Singapore. I have no idea why and couldn't explain that, but I have this strong feeling and also based on, experience, I feel that the reason why they omitted this was because they moved YouTube into search engine instead. So YouTube has these capabilities of being a search engine tool where you can search how-to videos. So that's like YouTube. So if it's based on that and we can put YouTube back into the list, YouTube will be the number one in Singapore. And I did this as a reference based on 2020 past data as well as 2021. So over the past years, YouTube has been the number one. And with the onset of the pandemic, YouTube became one of the most used social media platforms in Singapore as well, for the purpose of entertainment, as we can tell. So right now, if we omit that, then WhatsApp will be the one in the lead, followed by Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and then TikTok. Now, YouTube and TikTok, as you can see over here, which is why I said it was quite interesting, right? They had a separate data based on what I shared with you just now that didn't list YouTube as the top. But in this study that you see over here, they listed YouTube as being one of the most watched, one of the most used social media apps. So it could have been a technical error, I don't know. But what you can see over here is you do see there is a 20.8 hours of utilization of spend time on the social media platform per month. 20.8 hours, my friends. That's almost one full day. We have almost one full day utilizing that social media platform alone. So if you as a business owner right now are still hesitant or feel resistant to go on social media, this data will prove to you how important it is for you to start being on any of these social media platforms to create that presence for your brand. Now, take a look at this data, okay? So this is a range of all Meta's ad users or audiences in Singapore. What can we learn from this? Now we see that the bulk majority of the people who are consuming advertisements on Meta, which is Facebook's new name, you get to see that they all fall in the range of 18 all the way up to 54 years old. And this belongs to the group that can pay. So if you're questioning whether or not people can pay on social media, this statistic will prove to you that it can. Okay, so you cannot doubt it anymore. This is actually a great place for you to be to realize all of these things right now. Now let's talk about the market potential in this digital marketing industry for you as a business owner. Now look at this data by Sprout Social that they've presented over here. What we want to focus on is what's happening in the 3 years down the road. So use of social media is expected to increase in the next 3 years, particularly in these areas: discovering new products, services, and brands, learning about products, services, and brands, which means awareness. Remember our ABCs. So it's awareness, and then purchasing products, services, and brands. So this is what you will get to see in the next 3 years down the road. And people do get to see that this significant change, right, clearly shows that more and more people want to see They want to be able to see that social media is a platform that they can trust. Now, if you notice at the 36% marker at the last one, right, this is what is happening today, 36% on the left, and then 36% expected in the 3 years down the road. So just by looking at this, we'll see that it's going to stay stable over the next 3 years, where people want to purchase products, services, and brands online. So this gives you that opportunity to see you have to start selling your products and services online as much as possible to capture this 36% of people who are excited to want to purchase your products. Okay, and another data that you can see over here. Now, these are social media platforms used for sales purposes. Okay, so it means that companies invested in this, social media platforms, or they use these social media platforms predominantly for the purpose of getting sales. So, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, and LinkedIn are the top 5 platforms used by businesses for the purpose of sales. So, if you are here today as a business owner, you should be using one of these 5 platforms, at least one of these 5 platforms, if not more. Okay, so this gives you this framework, or makes you take a look at things in a different perspective, seeing how that social media is not that scary after all. It is an opportunity for you to make more income coming into your business. And then we take a look at this. This is weekly online shopping activities as at April 2022. So it's still fresh data over here, okay? So if you take a look over here, what we see here is that if we go on to see buy now, pay later services, the one on the extreme right. So buy now, pay later services are definitely growing. And this is also one of the things that you need to look out for as in the trends that's coming up in this newer industry. So 17.6% of weekly online shopping activities are done through buy now, pay later activities like Atome, Hula, Grab Pay Later, and all of these other platforms. So this goes to show that people want to move away from owning a credit card by having that flexibility to pay what they can within a shortest time span. 3 months, 6 months, instead of the full like 12 months, 24 months kind of like installments. So this is something interesting for you to take a look at. So in terms of digital marketing, and we want to market our products and services, we want to consider including this as part of our offers. And not only that, if you take a look also, 58.5% of online activities are done to purchase products or services directly online to their websites. So if you don't have a website, well, you need to have one right now, okay? Because it's really showing here that people are going directly to the source to buy their products and services. You have to do a lot of changes, a lot of shifts, a lot of mindset growth and shifts in order for you to get to that direction where you want to see impact and change in your own business. So as I was sharing all of these things, what definitely comes to mind right here is that if we are not looking at our business as an opportunity for it to grow and expand to reach out more market segments, what's happening here is that we are being selfish. Okay, so what's happening here? Mindset is really, really important. And one of the things that even I also share with my own community members a lot is that you have to remember that when you are not presenting yourself in front of the world, in front of online social media or even any other platforms that's available for you, you are depriving your potential customers of seeking your solution. They need your help. They need your products, your services. They are yearning for your solution, but you are too shy, too embarrassed, and you stay where you are. So you are not doing justice to yourself, and neither are you doing justice to the people who really need your help, who really need your services, who really needs your support. So look at this as that. Okay, you have that ability to move into another direction, another dimension altogether by just having this paradigm shift in your mind. Okay, so that's very important for you to take note of over here. Okay, let me go back to the slides. Okay, so this is FYI. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys how big the world of digital marketing is. So you can see if we have a digital marketing agency, for example, the role of a digital marketing director sits at the very top, but you have so many different departments involved in it. Okay, and all of these things are proof to you that it's a big industry. Okay, so digital marketing is definitely a big industry. So you can choose to either be a generalist where you are, you don't need to be an expert, but you just need to have a little bit of know-how in digital marketing to survive, to market, to even reach out to your potential customers. Or you can be a specialist where you want to focus a little bit deeper into the area of specialization that you want to work on. So like for me, for example, I'm good at a lot of things, but one of the area of specialization that I do is video content creation. So that's my area of specialization. So you can also pick whichever area of specialization that you want to focus on in the world of digital marketing. Doesn't mean that you have to do everything in digital marketing, okay? And the rest, outsource. Okay, so here are 5 quick steps that you can do right away in your business straight away. And I really want you to just take away all of this as much as you can. Okay, so first of all, try as many social media platforms as possible. Okay, if you don't like TikTok, try anyway. Okay, because we want to know whether or not it's the perfect platform for your audience, not for you, but your audience. Okay, that's most important. So learn everything and try them all out. And exploration is important in today's ever-changing world. We are living in this VUCA environment where it's always ever-changing, and you need to have that ability for you to see the change as an opportunity for growth. So try out new things, try out new social media platforms. If you don't like it, it's fine. You can always find other ways to create the content nonetheless. But what's important is identifying whether the content created on that platform, the cultures of that social media platform aligns with your values in the organization. That's why you want to try as many social media platforms as possible. And you also want to focus on one main social media at a time. Now, of course, okay, we are living in this world where people are always chasing to want to be the most perfect version of everything, right? But in order for you to succeed in any social media platform, you've got to focus on one. Focus on one, build that, really strengthen it, grow it to the next level before you start the next one. Okay, so back to the first one. I'm sure some of you may be wondering, so if I need to try as many as possible, then how can I be focusing on one, right? So when I say try, it means you just create a personal account. You don't necessarily need to create like a business account. So just try it out anyway and see how you like the cultures in that platform. And then when you find that it's suited for your organization, you choose one. So let's say Instagram, for example, it is a platform of choice for my business. So I choose Instagram as that. And I focus on Instagram. So I only focus on Instagram. You don't see me pushing as much content on Facebook or even on LinkedIn as I do on Instagram, because I want to focus deep into it. And once you get that focus in that social media, you become sort of like a specialist in that area. And not only that, it also prevents you from feeling overwhelmed in running your organization or running your business. And I completely believe that a lot of you here in the room are either solopreneurs or you're just starting out. You don't have a big team. You're working with small teams. And because of that, you don't have a lot of resources or bandwidth. So focus on one social media at a time. All right, so step number 3 is to research strategies and test them out. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of strategies that you may encounter on the world of internet. Okay, there's a lot of things. So if you go to YouTube, a lot of people are going to share with you topics on how to reach on YouTube, how to build 1 million followers on YouTube. And then maybe even if you go on Instagram, people are going to share with you like how do you get your first 10,000 followers on Instagram. This strategy A, B, C is the one that you should be following. So all of those things are strategies that a lot of people have talked about. But what's important is for you to test them out first. So do research, ample research first to see whether that's accurate, and then try it out on your account. And this is something that you must do as a marketer or even as a business owner, because you want to see whether the strategies that you've put in place really applies naturally to what you are intending to do for your social media. So don't be afraid to research. Don't be afraid to try. That's how you're going to learn and know whether or not what you are doing is intended for your business, or was it just like not fruitful or not aligned to the objectives that you have in your organization. And then we have step number 4, which is to stay in community of that platform. And you get to connect, collaborate, and get inspired by others in the same community. Now, I want to bring Zil and Mushida back on stage to talk a little bit about the importance of community and the mindset building that you will get to see in community. Zil and Mushida, are you available? Okay,
Yeah, we
great. So
are.
let's,
Hey.
yeah.
And this
So
is
share, yeah, go ahead and share about the importance of mindset building in a community.
Yeah, this is also one of my favorite topics, Huda, on both mindset and community development.
Yeah.
And actually, when I work with any communities, in order for them to come out of poverty, first and foremost, it's the kind of culture that first, what is the desired outcome of that community? What do you really want to build? Is it to increase income? Is it to create a positive culture? Is it to create a positive mindset, or build something together? So the why behind that community first, and from that why, what kind of mindset would actually support that community to grow into that direction. Yeah. So when I work with my current community leaders and my clients who I'm coaching them to be the best version of themselves as leaders and building their own communities online and offline as well, one of the main thing is that the leader or the person starting the community must be really clear and focused on the intention behind that community, the why behind that, and then what kind of mindset would actually support the community to grow in that direction. So of course there are specific process and step by step on how to build that, as well as the mindset that has to be there to support the growth of the community in that direction. But we also work on understanding certain blocks that you as a community developer, leader, creator face when you are building that community. So certain things, common things that I find where there are a lot of people facing resistance in building communities is that I don't know what to say. That's one, and the other one is I'm too shy. I run out of content, or I don't like to show my face online. I don't like to appear in my group. So all of this is actually a resistance that came from a space of fear from the past, which the community leader needs to actually let go of, through forgiveness and a lot of inner work that the leader has to go through in order for the person to grow the community and to grow their following and to grow their influence online and offline. And that takes the intention of the leader himself or herself is first and foremost crucial. That the person must want to do this. The intention behind starting the business
must be sincere as well, right?
The intention behind why do they want to make the money anyway? Why do they want to do this business anyway? So that intention must be clear in order for the person to start growing and developing. And that's where all the content starts coming in, because all of this comes from a space of intuition, heart-centeredness, spiritual led. So all of this awareness, there will be a constant flow of content that you cannot even finish. There's once you start, it's like there's always content to give in to your community and grow your community. So that's where the mindset work has to be worked on. The self-belief has to be worked on. The letting go of all these limiting beliefs around money, around time, around fear-based stuff, and all of those things that are lies in your life that's not even true, that exist. That's where you love this whole process of getting online and building your community, because you start to realize there's a lot of things you don't know about yourself that you are able to do. You are able to find out more about yourself. And that's what we as coaches, we are here to support you in terms of discovering the superpowers that you already have.
And for us, right, understanding the power of being in a very positive, like-minded community, that people with positive values and principles. We also set, like, if you want to build a community, how we build a community, we have a very positive, very loving, respecting kind of culture, and then we set up the standard operating procedures up front. Like when every time anybody comes to our community and they join us, we will go through an orientation first, where we talk about our values and the principles of what our community is, what we stand for, and what also we do not stand for. Like, we do not stand for gossip, for negative backbiting and all this talking bad about people. We don't stand for that, because we want to advocate. We stand for love and respect. right? So like for yourself, right, find a community that you can really relate to, but it must be based on principles and values. Because if you start going to community that's a lot of politics, argument, and very negative, then you also will become that person as well. Yeah, that's what I feel like sharing. Thank you. Back to Huda.
Thank you so much, Zil and Murshida. Yes, so community is so important. Mindset framing is also important. And you get to see here that it's very, very important for you to build a strong community that not only wants to engage with one another, but wants to buy from you. That's the best feeling, right? Yes. So no point creating a community if that any objective is not there, right? So in business, we have to understand that this is why we do what we do. And in digital marketing, it applies the same too. So moving on to step number 5 over here is to invest in your learning. Now, I cannot stress this enough. If you have listened into my podcast, the Fearless Fempreneur Show podcast, it's something that I say at the end of all my episodes for you to please keep on learning and update your skills, not only in business, not only in digital marketing, but in every aspect of what you need in your life. Okay, so just keep on this process of learning. And in digital marketing, you need to keep learning. It's an ever evolving industry. Whatever strategies that I've learned today cannot be applied maybe 6 months down the road, or it might be not relevant anymore. So we must keep ourselves updated with the latest trends, the latest insights, and the latest technologies. So that's all the 5 steps, quick steps that you can take today for you to get started in this world of digital marketing for your own business. Now, there's only 2 options for you to succeed in digital marketing. Option number 1 is for you to do it yourself and, take a look at the 6 and 9 months that you are in right now being behind trend. So you have been behind trend for 6 to 9 months. If that's what you want, do it yourself, okay? But understand it's going to be a longer journey. Or you can go with option number 2, which is to invest in your learning and apply for you to succeed in the world of digital marketing. So introducing Digital Marketing 101, what you need to get started the effective way. This is a virtual workshop on the 14th of May happening at about 10 a.m. I think. Yeah, happening at 10 a.m. And this is what you need for you to grow your presence on the internet world and even also to expand your business to this new market segment known as the online marketing world. So in this 3-hour workshop, you will learn digital marketing insights and trends that I share only in this kind of workshops. So exactly what I've said just now in step number 5 earlier, if you are focusing only on knowing what you know today and not wanting to update your skills, your knowledge, you will be left out because this industry is very fast moving and very evolving very, very quickly. So if you don't get updated in the insights and the trends, you will struggle. So in this workshop, you're going to learn the digital marketing insights and trends, and this is valued at 197. And then we're also going to share with you how you can move your business online. So if right now you already have a business, but it's in the offline space, that's what we call it in this world. Okay, so it's in the traditional mom and pop business. Let's try to bring it online. Let's figure out how can we pivot your business from the offline space into the online world. And this alone, just by teaching you this, is valued at 197. And we're also going to share with you some online tools and platforms for you to succeed. Now, these tools and platforms are essential for you to see growth and to create a structure that you need for you to succeed in the online world. Okay, when we talk about structure, we don't want to talk about the big things like funnels. We don't want to talk about things like copywriting. Those are too difficult for you when you're just starting out. So understanding that the tools are there and designed to help you. They are designed to push you one step further. And those online tools will be shared during this workshop. And I will also share with you some 5 quick and simple strategies for online visibility. So quick and simple strategies for online visibility is what you need. So you now have the platform, you already have the social media, platform, your content is already done up really well. You need that online visibility. So I'm going to share with you some quick and simple tips and strategies that you can apply immediately by the end of the workshop towards becoming more visible in the online space. This is valued at 197. And as a bonus sharing, this is just in, okay, like Zil, Murshida, and I, we just decided today that we are also going to include in tools eligible for business grants in Singapore and Malaysia for you. Because Part of growing in a business is knowing what resources you can utilize. Government business grants are already available out there for you. Why are you not utilizing it, right? And it's going to help you grow your business forward. So, what we are going to be sharing inside this workshop is this exact thing. We are going to share with you some of the tools that are eligible for both Singapore and Malaysia grants. Okay, so this is a special bonus that we're going to be including inside this workshop. Now, you also get, besides the core learning, you're also going to receive some of these amazing bonuses that 𝗏𝗡 and myself have put together for you. You're going to receive the 7 steps on how to turn your knowledge to income guide. This is a guide by 𝗏𝗡 and 𝗏𝗡, and I think they are going to be sharing a little bit more about this, so you get to see this on your own as well. So 𝗏𝗡 and 𝗏𝗡, could you just share a little bit about the 7 steps on how to turn your knowledge to income guide? So go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Huda. Right. So, so this guide is a very interesting story behind it, because when, as many of you know, right, when COVID lockdown happened, a lot of businesses actually suffered, especially those who rely almost 100% on offline, right? Including us, right? We were doing training and events. We were doing training, coaching, mostly offline. We do classes for governments, for corporations, and also for public programs. And it's always like booking events at the venue, right? So when COVID lockdown happened the first time in March, and we found out that we lost all our business from all the bookings that we had. It was already booking for 1 year. It's all gone. All our plans to do business, to expand our business was gone, And then even like future income also indefinitely gone, because we don't know when the COVID is going to finish, So then what we decided to do, okay, never mind. Let's not focus on the problems that we have learned in mindset, right? When any problems happen, do not focus on the problem, focus on the solutions. So we decided, okay, let's see what are the options that we have, what are the resources that we have, and how can we move forward. So we had a meeting the next morning, and then we talked about, okay, let's take our business online, and then and let's see who are already successful in the online business, and how can we leverage and learn from them. So we found a few friends, including one of our friends in Canada, Dennis, right? So we actually asked his advice. He actually advised us how to take our business online. And it was amazing, because when we applied whatever we have learned, and it's not rocket science, it's something that if you take one by one, the steps on how to take your this can be applied for products, for services, even for knowledge. You apply it one by one. Even like for me, myself, I tell you seriously, I'm not a techie person. I have never been a person who's an online person. And for me, like if you know an old school person kind of type, right, it's a very challenging for me to shift my mindset to go from very traditional methods to going towards online and technology. It's very challenging, but I worked through that. I took the time to learn, right? And then I came out with this 7. I find myself, I went through a lot of challenges, and I told myself, I'm very sure there's a lot of other people who goes through these challenges. So that's why I want to take people to this journey to make it simple for them. So I give them this guide to be able to take their challenges and all that to go online. And the first, I'm not going to share everything now because of time, but I'm going to share you one of the most important aspect. The first step is on intention, right? When we have the right intention, right, regardless whether we don't have resources, if we don't have things that is available for us, when we have the right intention, which is for ourselves to add value to our family, and also to add value to our society. That's why, like in our community, right, we have all our members are conscious entrepreneurs. They want to do good. So once you have the intention to do good things in your life, to add value to people, to create impact, the energy is very different, like and then you will get a lot of intuitive and inspired action for you to move forward. And somehow, like, we believe in the power of Almighty, our Creator, right? Our Creator will facilitate us to where we're going to go. We don't have to think so much where we're going to get investments, what resources we're going to have. Like in this last 2 years journey, right? So many things happen to us. We never thought it could happen to us, and some things even seem impossible. Like very big names want to work with us, and we are still in the learning level. We haven't reached a certain level like all these companies who really made it big. Like but there are people who, that kind of company, that want to work and want to support us. So I feel that if you want to start on this journey, the most important is take care of your intention. I want to do it for a good cause. Not just self, because self If you go to challenges, you will give up. But if you do it for a bigger purpose, for my family, for the society, now you see like so many people facing so many challenges in the world. There's so much poverty, and then we don't know what kind of crisis will come in the future. So this is a very good platform and a good start. If you make yourself successful, right, you are able to help so many people, like we have done. Like in the last 2 years, we have helped so many people, entrepreneurs, as well as we have our social impact is refugees and low income. We have helped so many communities during this lockdown just by having the right intention. So yeah, I will share that for the time being. And then if there's anything else you want to ask me later on, you can feel free to ask during the Q&A sessions. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Zil. So just stay on because there are a few more bonuses that both you and Murshida have included. So maybe you can share on a little bit more, yeah? So the next one that will be included by Zil and Murshida would be a 30-day complimentary access to business mentorship program. This is valued at over $200, and there's really a lot of things that you can see inside there, including the ability for you to interact with other like-minded business persons as well inside the community. So Zia and Murshida, would you like to explain a little bit more about this as well?
Okay, thank you very much, Huda, for sharing this. Yeah, we found that like one of the main principles of successful entrepreneurs is they always add value first, right? We don't want to just take the money and we do not really add the value to you. So that's why we decided, okay, what we were talking and discussing, what kind of value can we give to the people? So we tried this thing with in the past with our other members who actually we give them a 30 days complimentary access. So when the moment they come into our community, they are able to attend our business huddles where we also address the challenges and also find the solutions as well. As well, we have workshops on, now we have 5 areas that we cover in our business mentorship. The first is mindset, which I felt that is the most important. Second is on marketing, which Huda will cover on digital marketing, and Mushida will cover on personal branding, right? And then we have third is communication, where I will talk to you about how, if you want to become a coach and trainer, how to design your own program, how to make it effective, so people will get value from what you do, right? The fourth is social impact, where everybody in our community must have a social impact just for the purpose of making the world a better place. We don't want to become rich and then we ourselves are having a easy life, but people around us are suffering. If our neighbors are suffering, we don't want to do that. So everybody, we will teach them on, like in our experience of doing a charity for more than 10 years and doing our own conscious business for more than 5 years. We'll tell you the exact step-by-step module on how actually to embed this social impact into your business model. If you were to go to other consultants out there to learn this, right, they will charge you thousands and thousands of dollars. But we want to make it easy for you to at least start, because we believe in creating good in the world. We are giving you this free access, right? And the last one is on sustainability, right? Sustainability is very important for our lives and our business, because, right, as you see what happened to COVID, if we do not have an action plan, prepare before it happens, right? Then we're going to suffer a lot of business. Even big names had to close down. So now we are thinking of, if there are other future crises that come in, like food crisis that come in, what are we going to do? So for us, me and Mushida, we already planned it out. We think, okay, if there's food crisis happen, we actually have our own land in 𝗗𝗪. It's a 25-acre land in 𝗗𝗪, where we are growing our own food. We have horses there. We have livestock, and then we are doing a lot of other community activities there. So people can choose to be a part of the community. And also in the future, if there's lack of food supply, we actually have our own, we actually are growing our own ecosystem. We have our own ecosystem to grow our own food to combat food crisis and other crises that come in the future. Yeah, so you will be part of that. And as Huda mentioned just now, you will love our community members, because they come in, they are very good-hearted people. They want to add value. Right? The moment you come in our community for 30 days, right? After 30 days, you will not want to leave. You want to continue the journey, and to continue is very simple, which I will share with you once we had finished that 30 days complimentary access. We will help you to integrate into our community quite easily. Yeah.
All right, and then we also have, this is Zill's sweet spot, which is a 30-day free trial to Kajabi, as well as it's going to be including 6 weeks of group coaching to utilize this tool, this amazing software known as Kajabi. So Zill, go ahead and share.
All right, thank you, Huda. Yeah, so what happened was, I was looking for a very good platform, online marketing platform to use for my business. Because as we grew, the other platform that we couldn't cope up with our business volume, the growth. So we had to find what is the best platform to use. And I asked around, including asked Huda, and Huda actually recommended 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏 to me. So I said, okay, never mind. I look at a few platforms and I look at 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏, and then I find that 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏 is for me the best platform for people who has a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience that they want to share. It's the best platform because it's an all-in-one platform. Like if you were to purchase separately, like you want to have your own website separately, your own CRM system, your own a landing page, or other things in that needed is online, your own payment gateway system, you're going to be charging a lot, you're going to be paying a lot of money. But in 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏, they charge you for a very reasonable price, but all is all under one roof. So you only have one login, and it's very user friendly. And one thing I love about 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏 the most is it has all the things that you need. For example, you want to know how to build a website, it has a video to guide you through that, and it also has a manual, written manual for you to read through. And that's what I did. At the beginning, I had no knowledge at all doing 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏. It was quite a headache as well. But I said, okay, never mind. I committed 30 minutes every day to learn about 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏. So different days I learn on different topics. So I started creating my first landing page. I started linking it with a payment gateway so people can. I created my own first product, very low end, but people can pay right away. Don't have to go to banks and all that. It's an automatic payment. And even 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏, we can even have people who want to pay subscription every monthly, so they can do, or how many times they want to pay. We also can do that as well. So I find that was amazing. Like in just 2 weeks, I got my first $500 US dollars using 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏 with no knowledge of using a new system, right? And then in less than 30 days, I got my first $5,000 US dollars by creating packages, which I will teach in these 6 weeks. These 6 weeks actually is a recording, right? But I create a community on 𝗗𝗑𝗵𝗏 where you go through the 6 weeks of videos. Like every week, there's one video that you go through, and then I'll give you some assignments for you to apply. And then if you have any problems, you can post it in our support group, and I will answer it as well. So the moment you complete the 6 weeks, your whole questions, whatever you need to start a business online, right? You'll answer your questions, and you'll be able to do it. It's like from identifying your ideal clients, from pricing your products, and from packaging your products. It's all there. What I've seen, like challenges that entrepreneurs go through, what I went through, I put all that in the 6 weeks so that you don't have that headache of trying to try to do it yourself. You have me and the community to actually help you with the process of taking your business online. So not the headache part will be taken out. Now it's just for you to put in action whatever you have learned. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Zil, for all that amazing bonuses just for you guys. Okay. So if you're not taking this as an opportunity for you to grow right now, we don't know what to say. Okay. So the next bonus that you're going to receive is you are going to receive the Art of Firing Your Boss ebook from me. Now, this ebook itself is going to entail 6 chapters for you to go through in order for you to prepare a plan before you fire your boss. So if today you have a full-time job, you want to start a business, okay, but you need to stay in your full-time job for whatever reason, or you have not ready yet to leave, that's okay. So you don't need to, tender your resignation just because you have a brilliant idea in your business. This Art of Firing Your Boss ebook is going to share with you the steps that you should take and prepare before you fire your boss. This is valued at $47, and it's been downloaded over like almost 50 times by so many different and amazing human beings because of the value that it gives you in creating a plan, a sustainable plan for you to start a business. But you do not want to burn any ties or any bridges with the bosses that have helped you while you were working full time. Okay, so this is one of the things that is included inside this bonus for you. And of course, we're going to also include a 1-page sheet template to get you more interviews online. If you have always wanted to be visible online, you're wondering, how can I be like Huda? How can I be like Zil and Mushida that has already been featured in so many different medias out there? This 1-page template is going to help you to create a very strong profile that's going to help you stand out. It's going to help you be attractive to potential media, and also, of course, at the same time, make it easy for them to understand what is it that you have to offer. So these templates are going to be available for you, included inside this when you enroll into the workshop. And we're also going to include access to our secret vault. This is the Fempreneur Secrets secret vault because it includes a list of all our favorite website, and also there's some website templates. There's also some discounts that you can also get inside there based on the tools that we use and we completely value as part of this world in the online space on digital marketing and social media marketing. So this is valued at $97 included just for you as part of this workshop. So what you see here, these are all the things that you're going to get when you enroll into Digital Marketing 101 workshop this coming 14th of May. You are going to learn the 4 core topics. You are going to learn some bonus sharing on tools eligible for grants in Singapore and Malaysia. You're also going to receive bonuses that Zil has shared earlier, which is the 7 steps on how to turn your knowledge to income guide. You're also going to receive 30 days free trial to Kajabi plus 6 weeks of group coaching to help you elevate your business into becoming this digital content creator that makes passive income. And you are also going to receive 30-day access to the business mentorship program by Zil and Mushida, and also the 30-day. I think I repeated it twice. Okay, but you're only going to get 30 days, okay? So not 60 days. So just 30 days over there, as well as the Art of Firing Your Boss ebook, one-page sheet template, and access to the secret vault. So all of these things that you see over here, it is a combined value of $1,682, but we're not going to charge you that. We're not even going to charge you half of that. And neither are we going to charge you $400 for it. Your investment today is just $197 for you to sign up and enroll into the Digital Marketing 101 workshop. It's a live virtual workshop, by the way. So if you don't like pre-recorded sessions, this is a chance for you to join such virtual workshops and ask questions. Get this as a space for you to also meet like-minded individuals who want to grow their business in the world of the online space. So 197 today. And because you are here very early, we also have an early bird special where it brings down your enrollment investment to $97, but you have to claim it before the 30th of April. So all of these are included in your enrollment in fee into our program. Okay, so when you enroll, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the 4 core topics. You're also going to get the bonus sharing on tools eligible for grants in Singapore and Malaysia, plus all the amazing bonuses that we are going to be including in for you. So time for you to enroll now. No need to talk any further. Just scan the QR code that you see here on the screen, as well as I'm going to get my assistant to drop in the link inside here, inside the comments as well, so that you will be able to enroll with ease. Okay, so this is your opportunity to learn and grow in your business right now. Now we're going to open the floor for questions. I see lots of questions coming in. We also have some questions in our private community that we are going to flash on the screen shortly as well. So we're going to keep this the QR code flashing here so that you can enroll, yeah. But let me switch the format so that we can have a much more exciting discussion. Okay, so Zim, Mushida, is there anything else that you would like to add on to what amazing package offer that we have here for all of them?
Mushida, what you want to add anything? So
Yeah.
okay, basically, yeah, this is what you're going to get. But actually, like for me, in my experience of learning all this, right? If you spend a certain amount of money, like for example, it's 97 or 197, whatever the amount is, but if you can make triple of what you have actually invested, it's actually very worth it. So whatever you are actually getting here is a combination of our years of experience. We investing in our own, like me and Mushida, we invested hundreds and thousands of dollars in our own mentorship with high-end coaches. Right? But what we knew is most people, they need time to go to that transition, right? So that's why we are making it as easy as possible for you to go through this program, and for you to double and triple your income. Like for us, we have this principle: if we invest in anything at all, whether it's $100, $1,000, or $10,000, we must double or triple our income in within a certain period of time, 90 days or 6 months. We must double it. So and we actually have done that. So our goal with you is, when you join our program as well, we want to be able to help you to double your triple your income in a very short period of time, if possible less than 90 days. I've done it in 30 days. If you follow the steps, you actually can do it in 30 days. But to make it more realistically, I say 60 to 90 days is very good goal to double or triple your investments that you invested in. Yeah.
All right, great. So all of those things are what you're going to get when you enroll you enroll into the digital marketing workshop. So this workshop is 3 hours long, and you've got the four core topics included. And all these four topics are going to be addressed, giving you the opportunity to do hands-on activities. Okay. So if you've ever thought before that, hey, I want to do digital marketing, I don't know how. Okay, you're gonna get the answer there. I want to do digital marketing, but I don't think I can get started on my own. You're gonna get a community there. You're not gonna be studying alone. Not gonna be learning this alone, of course. And if you're wondering like, oh, do I have the time to get started? Make time for it, and you're going to be able to actually do all the things you need for the digital marketing success here in the workshop. Okay, so it's happening on the 14th of May from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Early bird will end on the 30th of April, so rush now to go and get and save your seat, $97. I will be the main trainer for that session. So if you enjoyed this session today, learned a lot of things that I've gained to share with all of you, you would definitely enjoy the workshop as well. Okay, so that's what we want to help you with. So my assistant already dropped in the link inside the comments area. Whether you're watching on YouTube or even on Facebook, you can click on the link directly, or you can scan the QR code that you see here on the screen. Okay, so are we ready for some questions?
Huda, I just want to share one
Okay.
thing. Actually,
Yeah.
there
Sure.
is a bit an error inside the system when I tried to download the QR code, right? The figures is wrong. So whatever we put here on the early bird 97, we are going to honor it. But so if you want to book with us, you just DM us, and then we will actually give you this price at 97. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's a technical error, but I believe the link should be working. You can give it a shot as well over there. If not, then you can just drop me or Zil a DM and we'll send you the link right away.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's take a look at some of the questions that we have. Okay, so I've got one question over here. Between Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, let me just show that. I'll just select that. Okay, so between Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, which is the best for beginners? This is a very good question because it's not a matter of whether it's for a beginner or someone who's advanced. It's actually about where your audience is. So you have to understand your audience first before you can decide which social media platform will be suitable for them. So if you want to get started, just try anyway. Try all three of them, and then you see what's easiest for you to use, and of course that your audience is actually hanging out on. I think that's the much better approach than to ask yourself which one is good for beginners. Okay, so we don't want to be beginners forever, right? We want to be able to elevate ourselves to the next level. So this is the approach that you should be moving towards when you are thinking which social media platform to use. Okay. Anything else that Zia Mishra you would like to add on for this?
Shida, do you want to add
Okay.
anything? Okay, yeah. So for me, it's just don't think too much, right? For example, if you already have this, like there's usually we have this intuition that we want to do something. There's always like they call this gut feeling, right? If you feel that you have this calling to do something, you have a lot of value you want to add to the world, whether it's your knowledge or whether you have a great idea for a product and services, right? Don't wait too long and try to do it trial and error, because like we have done trial and error before, like try to do on our own, we lost a lot of money, right? So now we have combination of three coaches that is going to help you, right? Huda with the digital marketing part and us with the mindset and also personal branding part. So there is also a lot of value, so you don't make a lot of mistakes. So actually this course is actually a no-brainer. Just sign up, and then we will guide you to actually, if you really want to accelerate your journey, this is the best platform to just go all out for it. And then we will do our best to guide you as well.
Yeah, and I say this about Huda. Huda is one of the best, is definitely the best coach and guide for you to learn with regards to digital marketing. So and with that amount of price, which happened to be a mistake, is it? We'll honor it. It's lagi no brainer. So please,
it didn't happen by accident. We believe nothing happened by accident.
Something supposed to be 197,
147, but never mind, we honor it at 97. It's okay, right? But that you must sign up. But in the next 48 hours, you must sign up. Then only we will honor that price. But DM us for the new link, and then we will give you that link.
Okay. Oh yes, I guess that was a typo on my end also. But it's okay. Like what it's meant to happen. So it's here today for all of you to gain.
So this is a very big bonus. This blessed month is a very big bonus for you guys, right? So I think for you, if you really have that thing, just go for it. And then you will really change how it changed our life. We invested in our mentorship and our whatever knowledge that you want to learn. We actually double and triple our income. You also can do as well. Yeah. We truly believe.
Yeah, don't be shy, okay? So, Yeah, don't be shy, get started anyway. So we've got one more question here, which is what are those basic marketing tools that we can explore with as a beginner? Okay, I want to really address this question to just impress upon you that you don't need to pay a lot of money for you to use marketing. So a lot of the social media platforms out there, like Facebook, Instagram, they're together anyway. You also have LinkedIn, you have Twitter, you also have TikTok. All of them have their own inbuilt scheduling systems. Okay, I think Twitter is partnering with a third party rather than directly on Twitter itself, but you have all the free tools available. So just get started with those tools instead of you wanting to pay your money on third party tools and all that. Just take what is native available on those platforms. Get started with that first. If you need a little bit more and then your business has grown and of course scaled up, that's when you would invest in the other media tools, marketing softwares, in fact, that can help you to spur your growth forward. So that's one thing that I want to stress upon here. You don't have to spend lots of money on this actually. You just have to get started, and that's more important than asking yourself what tool is good. Start first, then we can figure out the tools later.
One
Okay,
thing I like
so
about
yeah.
what Huda shared in her last digital marketing class, she puts in a lot of tools which that if you want to get started, there's a lot of free software out there that you can, or very minimal cost, you can start off. So the best thing is just to start off with it first, and then to build your experience, your knowledge, and then once you are ready to upgrade, then you can upgrade. Like for us, we did not start with Kajabi straight away. We started with other platforms, right? So, but Kajabi is a good place for you to begin the training, where we give you that 30 days trial. You can cancel at any time, it's no worries, right? So for you to be able to learn the system on how to collect, how to build your own landing page, how to collect data like emails and all that. So it's a very good place to learn. However, if you attend our digital marketing class as well, Huda will give you also other options that you also can use for you to get started straight away. No worries with us at all. Our goal is to see you succeed, and once you succeed, there's many doors that's open up to you, many options. Yeah.
Mm. Yes, so yeah, I do share a lot of tools, okay, because I do a wide research of all the tools available out there. I love tech and I also love all the different type of tools that can help businesses and also digital marketers to grow. So that's why I share a lot of this during the digital marketing workshop. So if you want to learn about all of those things, like which tools will be suitable for your business or which type of industries, get a ticket into this. Okay, it's really no brainer already. $97. Okay, so what else we want to talk about, right? Just sign up already, and we'll meet on the 14th of May for us to address all of these things together with you. So let's see if there's any other questions coming in from the crowd. I want to say thank you to everyone who have made it so far. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Said that this was a great session, and that yeah, and you are wondering if we're going to get the presentation. You will have the ability to watch this replay. So once this live ends, you can just watch it from the beginning and just take a look at it. All right. Other than that, let's take a look. I see Fatih saying here that it's good to hear the vision on building community. Yes, it's definitely important. Right, right. That's very true. And then we also have a couple more questions here. Let me just see. I think there's one more question. Which is okay. This one. Which is best for international marketing? Like any examples beyond Singapore? So what social media platform to be? So which social media platform would be suitable for expansion beyond Singapore or even beyond Malaysia? Actually, all social media platforms have the ability to spend beyond your local market. They don't start here anyway. They start in Silicon Valley, or maybe even they actually get started in China for TikTok in this case, right? So a lot of them are not started from outside of not started in Singapore or Malaysia. I mean, they started outside. So we are using their platforms actually. So if you want to grow your business internationally, nothing is stopping you except yourself. So you just believe that you're able to attract the markets for the international world. There's nothing stopping. Still Mushida,
I
they
just
have
add
so many. Yeah. Right, you guys
I
have
just
so
add
many
one thing.
people.
I just add one thing,
Yeah.
right? It's one thing about intentional marketing, but it's also one thing about what we have learned the last few years, right? It's also building relationships. It's not just about selling, selling, selling. Like you have a product or you have a service you want to sell, you want to go to different groups to hard sell. It's actually building relationships. So that's what we have done for the past few years. Instead of just trying to sell whatever we have, it's time to understand what the other person also has to offer, or what do they need as well. So we actually build a relationship over a few weeks, months, before we even decide whether they are fit to be our customer or really need our products or not. If not, then we also will recommend them to other people. Like some people are not suited to our products, but we can recommend it to 𝗭𝗲. She can help them. So that's what we do with the collaboration that we have in our community, whether it's our partners or our members. If we cannot offer that services, then we will look around who's the best person who can offer that, and we will refer to that person, and we will work out a very best plan on how to do, like refer each other, and we also reward each other for, like, in terms of commission for those who refer us as well. Yeah.
Great. So this was a really good question. And what I see from the questions is that you here being in this room wants growth. You want to see potential in your business. You want to expand, you want to scale, and you want to do good through your business. So don't hold back any longer, okay? So don't hold back any longer. It's time for you to get started and get onto this new world. It's not new anymore, by the way. It's been around for 20 years, okay? So don't hold back any longer. You have to be in this space right now. If not, you're going to be really, really left behind. So just get started to learn the basics that you can get in the world of digital marketing. It's $97 for you today, okay? If you sign up today within the next 48 hours. And then after that, it will be $197, okay? So come on board. I'm so excited to actually welcome you into the workshop, and I can't wait to train all of you to, up level your skill and go to the next level and beyond.
So yeah, so what happened is, if you are interested and you really want to go, just type yes in the comment section, or even give us your email. Then we will send you the new link with the 97 price as we promised, for you to start straight away. But it must be done in the next 48 hours. Yeah. So then only we will give you this offer, or else you'll revert back to the 197. Yeah. But there is also still a lot of value as well. Yeah.
Yes, there's really lots of value that I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
As I think some of them who are here today have already gone through to the Digital Marketing 101 workshop before. So just a heads up, there's a lot of updates. And I already said, the industry is ever evolving.
Yeah.
So these workshops, you're definitely going to receive more updates about the new industry. And particularly, we didn't talk about previously, which is TikTok. We are going to talk about inside this digital marketing
Yeah,
world.
including
Yeah.
the grants that is available. So it's very interesting. 𝗭𝗲 shared with me this idea, and I read through it. It's very amazing that there is a government is trying to provide all these grants for us to grow our business online. So I think you just come to the workshop, learn, and you can even use these grants to be able to expand your business. Whereas if you were to be able to raise the funds on your own, or to try to get a loan, it will cost a lot of money, and then you will not know what kind of returns you get. But with our support, with the grant and our support, I'm very sure you accelerate your journey very fast. Yeah. And all our members who actually attended our 𝗭𝗲 session in the last few sessions, they really highly recommend 𝗭𝗲. They really benefited from the session. And a lot of them, they're already, I would say, flying in their business as well online. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much, Zoe and Murshida. Okay, so maybe I think we can wrap up then if there's no more questions.
Sure.
Okay, great. So that was a really insightful session. I think for this whole 1 hour and 15 minutes, we've gained so much knowledge, and I hope that all of you will apply even the littlest that you learned today, especially the ABCs of the social media marketing and the 5 steps that you can take away today. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and I can't wait to welcome you inside the workshop. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank
Dylan
you everybody for your
Mushida.
time. We really appreciate very much. Thank you, 𝗭𝗲, for your amazing presentation.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.